Hey guys, I want to show you how to make a hot habanero sauce. And what I have here is stuff from the garden. I got habaneros, some jalapenos, both red and green, some garlic. The garlic's actually store-bought. Some shallots, some grape peppers, and what I've done here is I've put them into a saucepan with 1 cup of water, because that's what the recipe calls for. And I just heated it up a little bit because some of the habaneros were frozen, so I'm letting them thaw out. So basically, first step is to just kind of prepare everything, get everything ready, and we will go along and show you how to do this and how to can this when we're done. Okay, now we got everything thawed out and warmed up, and what we've done here is we've transferred this to just a standard run-of-the-mill blender, and I've already added half a cup of, I'm going to add another cup of apple cider vinegar. So I did a 1 cup of water, 1.5 cups apple cider vinegar. There's about like 12 or 13 habaneros in there, probably 4 or 5 jalapenos, probably 2 whole garlic, I think 1 or 2 shallots, some green onion, stuff like that, a bunch of mixed stuff in there. You can see I put the leaves for the green onion in there too. We're going to throw a couple of whole peppercorns in there. And now, we don't make a huge mess too late. Yeah, doing this stuff, guys, is incredibly difficult. We are going to blend this up, and I'm probably going to cut the video so I don't screw anything up here, but here goes. Okay, not quite the orange color I was looking for. It's still pretty chunky. We're going to let this blend for another minute or so, and then we'll cut back in with the next step. Okay guys, we're bringing this outside because the smell is absolutely unbearable inside. So we're going to empty this into our saucepan. As you can see, it's nice and chunky still, which isn't too bad a thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the grill on my side burner here and let this cook down. Okay guys, now that we have this going, we're going to add our next couple ingredients. And guys, I don't really measure, I'm just one of those guys, so we're going to add some pickling salt. That's probably too much actually. Then we're going to add a little bit of sugar. That's probably too much also. We are going to stir this up, and we're going to let this boil and simmer down. Let's get into it. I'll show you how to do the canning. And while that concoction is cooking down, we are going to get our canning supplies ready. And here I have just normal like graniteware canner with the metal rack, and inside we have 6 half-pint jars, which I think should be enough. If not, I'll just put some in the fridge. But we're going to get these boiling and sterilize them and move on from there. Sauce is still simmering down. I'm trying to keep it just about boiling, you know, so where you can stir it and it stops boiling. We're going to let this thicken up a little and get nice and hot, and we will keep you updated. As you get a little closer to getting ready to can, get your lids ready, your ball lids. I like to put them in just a saucepan with a little bit of water in it, and that makes it boil real quick so you're not sitting around waiting. I put maybe like a cup, 2 cups of water in and get them boiling just to sterilize them, and it also softens the glue on the edges so you get a better seal. So don't forget to do that. I know I do all the time and then end up having to sit waiting. As you can see, we got our cans getting ready to get sterilized. This is all ready to go, and outside we will check on the now that everything's kind of cooking down and sterilizing is a good chance to get ready for the canning process. I have my little magnet for the lids, my little can grabber, funnel, and some rings. I got everything. I've cleaned it in some hot soapy water and sterilized it and kind of letting it sit out to dry now. And now I get to kick back for a second and relax and wait for this to be ready to can. Alright, we are cooking now. We're going to turn this down a little bit. And as you can see, it's cooking down nicely. And this will be the last video I'll make on this section because we are losing the light here. As you can see, it's pretty much sunset. So it's going to be a little while longer on this, but this will be the last one I make of this. And we'll next step will be moving on to the canning. Just want to say while I'm out here, just how gorgeous of a sunset it is tonight. Just really a beautiful day out here on the homestead. I mean, look at that. Beautiful color in the sky, nice fall day. Good day to be outside doing stuff. Okay guys, we are getting ready to can. I've pulled the jars out of the boiling water, letting them cool a second before I put the thing in. I have lids are boiling, as you can see here, so they are pretty much ready to go. You see that a little bit of water is all you need. You know, you don't need to go crazy. I prefer a saucepan because you can lay them out flat like that. So let me grab the sauce and we will do this. Okay guys, next step, very simple. We have the sauce off the grill outside. We have a can with the funnel ready. All we're going to do, stir this up, give it a quick stir, and we are going to fill the can. Oof, guys, this smells so strong. I can tell you, if you can do this, make sure you do it in a well-ventilated area. And if you have kids or pets, you might want to wear gloves. Let's take a look at the headspace on this. We're going a little bit more than that. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, this is only going to make like 3 little jars. Yep, that looks like a good headspace to me. Set that right in the next one so we don't get hot sauce on stuff. We're going to take just a plain paper towel, wipe the rim, make sure we don't have any hot sauce on the rim. Okay, that's done. We're going to take our magnet and we are going to try and do this without touching it, which never seems to work. You know, that way we're not exposing it to germs. There we go. That is on there. We're going to grab one of our rings. And we're not going to put it on too awful tight, just hand tight. You don't want to torque them down too much. So that's what she looks like. We're going to set that aside. We're going to do one more and then probably cut the video off because I don't think you guys need to see me do all of these. We'll give it another stir, make sure stuff. Oh yeah, guys, if you don't want the seeds and stuff in there, run it through a strainer at this point. So just bringing that up. Sorry about the crummy camera work, guys, and the sound of the baby in the back there. He's getting ready for bedtime, and here I am goofing around with hot sauce. Sure, Mom will love that. Alright, another one done. Pull that out, put it right in the next one. As you can see, we are about 1/2 inch from the top. You want to give yourself a little headspace. Alright, where are we? Grab another lid. See, what I try and do is grab them along the edge like that. I know it's kind of a stupid thing, but I just don't like touching the bottoms of them. Not that it helps when you drop it but hopefully everything's clean. Of course, I forgot to wipe that one down, so we're going to pull that off and wipe it because you don't want anything affecting the seal. So hopefully we're going to actually throw that one back in the water. Give it a quick hot water, should kill anything that got onto it. Okay, that is on. This is surprisingly tough one hand, guys. Okay, And we're going to call that quits until I get ready for the next step. Okay guys, this actually only made 3 half pints, which doesn't seem like much at all, but that's what it did. So next step, and forget the lighting, I forgot to adjust the settings before I turn this on, is we're going to put this back in the canner. I just turned the stove back on, so that's going to start warming up again. And all we're doing is grabbing these with our little can grabber and just putting them in here. And you may see some bubbles come out, which will be air escaping and all that. And what we're going to be doing is you want to make sure oops, sorry guys, these aren't touching, and you want about 1 inch of water over the top of the cans. And we're going to put these in here. And you want to let these process for about 5 minutes in boiling water. So we're going to let these sit, let the water boil. We're going to put the top on about 5 minutes. The acidity and everything here is very high, so it doesn't need a tremendous amount of processing. The tomatoes, the habaneros, the peppers, the vinegar, everything's very high acidity and should kill any bacteria. But in order to get a good seal and make sure it lasts a long time and is stable, I like to give it a 5-minute pressure bath. So here we go. We're going to close this up, and then we'll show you what we do when we're done. Okay guys, now after you're done processing for 5 minutes, if you choose, you got to remember, if you decide not to, the can should seal on its own just on the heat from the sauce. Pardon all the noise in the background. Kid's going a little wild. It's just about bedtime for him, and he's having a last minute hurrah before his meltdown. Also excuse all the bad camera work and all that. This is actually surprisingly difficult to do this one-handed and everything, but once again, just to run over the ingredients again, we used about probably 12 or 13 habaneros, 4 or 5 jalapenos, I think 2 whole things of garlic, some onion out of the garden, a couple shallots, some peppercorn, added in a little bit of sugar, a little bit of pickling salt, boiled it up, and here we are. I typically like, if you have one of these racks in your canner, I like to let it sit for a little bit and cool down a little bit before you transfer it. You got to remember, if you set this onto a cold countertop or an area with a breeze or something like that, the cans can blow up. So we're just going to get this done because we got one cranky kid here today. So we're just going to take these out, try and drain off the excess water off the top, and we're just going to set this on the countertop on a cloth. You don't want to set directly on the countertop. If your countertop's cold, it could cause it to burst the jar. Okay, we'll get this last one out. Finish this up here before he freaks out. As you can hear, he is one not so happy camper. There you go. 3 half pints of habanero sauce. And hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it's helpful for you, and very easy to make out of the garden. It's essentially cost me nothing except for 3 lids for the canning jar. So literally, you buy them for what, like $1 something at Walmart for 20 of them. So you're talking literally 20 cents it cost me, because the jars are reusable. Everything else came from the garden. The garlic was like 3 for $1. So maybe $1 invested in all this habanero sauce. You buy it from the store, that's, $6, $8, $10 worth of sauce. So once again, hope you enjoyed. Quick little project, easy to do, even one-handed with a camera. Fooled you. One more last thought, guys. Make sure when you do, you want to leave these to cool on the counter overnight. You want to make sure it's sealed by pressing on the top and making sure that that bubble's depressed. If it's not, put it in the fridge, because it means you didn't get a good seal. But you definitely want to make sure it's sealed good before you stash it away. And it should be good in your pantry for about a year. This is it. We're going for real this time. Thanks, guys.